Hi guys, I'm Anissa and I'm back with another video. I don't know if this is way too early for me to film a video like this because it's a video about things I'm gonna do in 2025. So we're like a month and a half time away. But I have quite a few things that I want to film for my 25 books, things I want to do. So this one is sort of some audios that I plan on working on, and that is again because I always like to do the Stacking the Series challenge because it's make sure that I get to read a lot of backlists series books, and I usually have 9 stacks or 10 stacks when I can, and so this year is no different, and I'm gonna talk about the books that I'm planning on reading for the different series. I have 9 stacks this year, and that means I have, so it means it's 45 books. 45 books of audios is not super terrible. I think it means that I have 4 to 5 books on my listening TBR on every month, and that's not super difficult for me to accomplish. So let's see if I can do that. And I have some very easy books on here as well. So the first series I have here is the last and final book in the Vampire Knitting Club, because I want to finish that series obviously, and that is Cables and Conjurers, and this is the 15th book of the Vampire Knitting Club, and then there's no more books in the series. I can always check out other series that she's written in this universe, because I know that Nancy Warren has some other magical cozy mysteries books set in the same universe, but I am not sure if they follow Lucy or some other characters. We'll see. The second book series here is going to be the 9 Lives Magic series by Danielle Garrett. I have 2 more books to read. I think there might be coming a new one next year. I'm not sure about this, but she has been publishing these books recently, so there are chances that there are going to be more, but for now there are 12 books published in the series, and the next 2 books are going to be Powerful Premonition and Growling Grimoire, and these are books 11 and 12. The third series that I have is one that I should have gotten to these books ages ago, but this series is complete now, so if I read these 3 books I will catch up and complete and cross it off my list. And these are some pretty long books, so there are going to be some that I have to work a little bit more on, but those are the series that I'm talking about is the Department Q series by Jussi Adler-Olsen, and the 3 books that I have left to read from that is off of 2117 or Victim 2117, the book 8, and Natrium Chloride or Shadow Murders, book 9, and Psykodrama med lås or Locked In, which is the last and final book in the series. And I know my dad and mom and dad and my sister has read them all, and they're really excited about them. So I know that when I read them I really enjoy them. They are really rough to read sometimes, but I want to sort of listen to them at home while I do stuff, so hopefully I can do that. The next series I have is definitely an easy one, and that is the Gustav Glüm series. I have 4 books left in that series to complete it, so I have those 4 books on my list. The first one is called Gustav Glüm's and the 4 Terrors. Then there are Gustav Glüm and the Cryptic Carousels, and Gustav Glüm and the Inn of Shadows, and last and finally Gustav Glüm and the Castle of Fear. So those are books 3 to 6 of the Gustav Glüm series. The 5th series I have here is the Queen's Thief series by Megan Welland Turner. I've only read the first book of that series, and it was a long time ago. I remember liking the narration of the audio, and I liked the book, but I don't remember how much I enjoyed it. But I know that this is a favorite series for some people, so I definitely want to check it out, and I can finish it up by reading 5 books. So I'm gonna give this a whirl, and they're not super long fantasy books either. The first book I have to read is The Queen of Atolia. Then there's The King of Atolia, A Conspiracy of Kings, which is the 4th one, Thick as Thieves, and Return of the Thief These are books 2 to 6 of the Queen's Thief series. The next one is definitely very easy audios. They are very, very short. They are novella length, all of them, so they're gonna be very quick reads. And it's the Ice Planet Barbarian series. I have sort of, they are very easy to read, and sometimes they have some really good moments in them, but they are also sometimes a little bit ridiculous. But I think I'm gonna I'm just going to put them on here because they're going to be very easy reads, and I don't mind them. So I have books 3 to, because I read the first 2 books, I have books 3 to 8 on my series to read. The first one is Barbarian Lover, then we have Barbarian Mine, Barbarian Prize, Barbarian's Mail, Barbarian's Touch, and Barbarian's Taming. These are books 3 to 8 of the Ice Planet Barbarian series. I don't remember how many books are in this series, but I know they're really long, and I know when you're finished with this one, you can go on to a spin-off series that's also set in this world. And then now she has some series with dragons as well. She's a very, very popular author with these sort of weird creature romance novels. Series number 7 is one that is a bit of a one I hope that I will enjoy. I've read a couple of her books before, and I have a book of hers on my series to TBR for this month. But it is the Miss Marple series by Agatha Christie. I am going to be reading books 2 to 8 of the Miss Marple series. The first one is The Body in the Library. The second one is The Moving Finger. The third one is A Murder is Announced. Then we have They Do It in Mirrors. They Do It with Mirrors. A Pocket Full of Rye. 450 from Paddington. And the last and final one is The Mirror Cracked from Side to Side. These are books 2 to 8 of the Miss Marple series. And book stack number 8 is also a bit of a bet for me. I read the first book in the series. I gave it 3 stars, but I liked it, and I want to read more historical romances, so I put on the Desperate Duchesses series by Eloisa James. If I read all of them, I will finish this series and have it off my list. So that is why there are 2 sides of why I want to put this on. So I have An Affair Before Christmas, Duchess by Night, When the Duke Returns, This Duchess of Mine, A Duke of Her Own, 3 Weeks with the Lady X, 4 Nights with the Duke, and 7 Minutes in Heaven. So books 2 to 9 of the Desperate Duchesses series. Hopefully I will enjoy it. And the last and final series on here shouldn't be a surprise, but it is the In Death series by J.D. Robb. I have read up to book 30 almost when the year ends. I think I have just finished 29, and I plan on reading a book in December, so I will have 9 books to read from this series in 25. And the first one is Indulgence in Death. Then we have Treachery in Death, New York to Dallas, Celebrity in Death, Delusion in Death, Calculated in Death, Thankless in Death, Concealed in Death, and Festive in Death. And yeah, I mentioned in a previous video that I just finished, I'm only just about halfway when I finished this year of the series. As the 60th book is coming out in 2025. She publishes 2 books in the series every year, so I don't know if she has an end in sight, a planned end in sight. I hope that she does, because I'm worrying that it can't continue to be this good. So I hope that at some point she will find a finishing date, just for, yeah. She's a very prolific author. She will write something else that everyone will enjoy anyway. So I don't know why she keeps on writing these books, but I'm enjoying them for the now. I've read almost 30 books now in the In Death series, so definitely highly recommend them. Yeah, so these are my books for my Stack in the Series challenge for 2025. Let me know in the comments down below if you're doing something similar. How are you tracking your series? How are you sticking to reading your series and working on your series? And do you have a specific way of getting to them. Maybe your serious reading isn't so bad as mine, because I've talked about it before, but I always have so many book series I'm in the middle of, and some of them are really long, like the In-Depth series, and some are not. But with this one, with this challenge, I always seem to cross off some series from my list, and this is a good way for me to balance out whatever I start up in the future, so that I feel like I definitely get some progress on this. And the series that I start now are usually not as long as some of the series that I started previously. So yeah. Anyway, this was a very long talk about this, but anyway, this is everything I had for you today. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video very soon. Goodbye.